Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms. Questions?
Sir, Nick Robertson from CNN. Precisely what have they rejected here? Can you help us understand it a little bit?
Well, I won't go into all the details because I don't want to negotiate in public after we've negotiated for 21 hours in private. But the simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon. That is the core goal of the President of the United States, and that's what we've tried to achieve through these negotiations. Again, their nuclear program, such as it is, the enrichment facilities that they had before, they've been destroyed. But the simple question is, do we see a fundamental commitment of will for the Iranians not to develop a nuclear weapon, not just now, not just 2 years from now, but for the long term? We haven't seen that yet. We hope that we will. Jen.
Was there a framework on anything? And also, did the Iranian frozen assets come up, and did you reach any conclusions on those frozen assets?
We talked about all those issues, Jen, and we talked about a number of issues beyond that. And so certainly those things came up. But again, we just could not get to a situation where the Iranians were willing to accept our terms. I think that we were quite flexible. We were quite accommodating. The president told us, you need to come here in good faith and make your best effort to get a deal. We did that. And unfortunately, we weren't able to make any headway. Preston.
Mr. Vice President, how often did you communicate with President Trump throughout the negotiations? There were reports that there were multiple rounds where there were breaks in between negotiations. How often did you communicate with the president throughout those rounds, and what was he saying as you were going through these negotiations that you said fell short?
Yeah, obviously we were talking to the president consistently. I don't know how many times we talked to him, a half dozen times, a dozen times over the past 21 hours. We obviously also talked to Admiral Cooper, to Pete, to Marco, to the entire national security team. We talked to Scott Bessent a number of times. So look, we were constantly in communication with the team because we were negotiating in good faith. And we leave here with a very simple proposal, a method of understanding that is our final and best offer. We'll see if the Iranians accept it. Thank you.
Did you go back to Prime Minister Netanyahu at all today? What about the Strait of Hormuz? Did they give you any indication of this?
You've been watching Vice President J.D. Vance speak in Islamabad, Pakistan, where he has been participating in negotiations with Iranian officials over the ongoing conflict. We're going to take a short break. You're watching CBS News 24/7.
Chilling with the queen, her name is Gail King.
Hey!
CBS.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
See you at 7.
CBS. CBS Morning.
I want a mug.
Yeah. Good mug.
Watch now.
Here we go.
The ultimate tradition continues.
60 Minutes is here right now.
America's #1 news program is a free streaming channel. It's time for 60 Minutes everywhere you watch.
Politics isn't a game.
When do consumers actually get to touch and feel a difference in their lives?
Politics is about policy.
So you would encourage Democrats to work with Donald Trump on an issue like health care?
I'm a voracious consumer of information, and I'm impatient. I don't like to be spun.
Do you know if there are active terror cells in the United States right now?
To be moderator of Face the Nation means bringing the most powerful stakeholders to the table to become better informed.
A detective hunts for answers. When a woman goes missing, for Tracker Dakota Black, it's personal.
What was it about this woman that fueled you this way?
Just who she was. We started tracking the area. I was not going to stop until this case was solved.
48 Hours, now streaming on CBS and Paramount+.
It could be the greatest turnaround in college football history.
What is the magic here?
The undefeated Big Ten champs, Indiana Hoosiers.
Money Watch is your no-nonsense guide to taking control of your finances.
where I offer practical, real-world advice with no jargon and no judgment. I'm Jill Schlesinger. Listen to Money Watch wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Major Garrett in Washington, inviting you to the Takeout. Politics, policy, people, and pop culture served up weeknights. What's on the menu? Plenty. The day's happenings with curiosity and formality and humor. It's serious discussion, but we do not take ourselves too seriously. Who is a better speaker, Mike Johnson or you? Oh, come on. Join me on the Takeout. Streaming right here on CBS News 24/7.
Chilling with the queen, her name is Gail King.
Hey! CBS.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning. CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Morning.
CBS Mornings on CBS and where else? Paramount Plus. See you at 7.
CBS. CBS Mornings.
I want a mug. Yeah, good mug.
These farmers are on the front lines of the trade war.
What do you think about when you go to bed at night?
What's going to be left in a year, 2 years?
An eye-opening report on 60 Minutes.
After serving the warrant to search her house, Marcia was asked if she'd voluntarily come to the Jackson County Sheriff's Department for questioning.
We can show you some of these messages and you can explain to them.
I don't have a choice.
I mean, you have a choice. You don't have to go.
What